What's up everyone? It's another beautiful day on Long Island in New York, and we're here at Prime, a restaurant in Huntington, New York, for a Ferrari Club America Long Island Chapter event. As you can see, there are tons of Ferraris, and there's actually one Lamborghini. So we're going to be checking out all of these cars today, and I want to hear at the end of this video which one is your favorite. So you can tell by the sign when you pull into this parking lot, reserved for the Ferrari Club of America Long Island Chapter, and on this side it says parking for Ferrari event only. So basically, if you don't drive a Ferrari, you can't park here, or if you're not in the Long Island Chapter Ferrari Club of America, you can't park here. Now this is a Maserati, which isn't a Ferrari, and that Lamborghini is not a Ferrari either, but these are special exceptions. So you know what, let's head over here and start with this black 458 Italia, and then we'll go down the line, take a look at every single car here, and at the end you'll tell me which one is your favorite. So here we are with the black 458. What's cool about this one is that it has yellow accents, so you'll see the prancing horse in the front, then you've got the yellow brake calipers, even the Pininfarina badge on the side is yellow, and if we come around to the back, this badge is yellow, and so is this horse. So all the badges are yellow. I think it looks pretty cool. You really don't ever see a Ferrari with different color badges. Like, usually it's just black or chrome, but here it's yellow. I think it's pretty cool. It's unique. Next to that, we've got a blue Tour de France 488 Spider with gray wheels, and these red leather carbon fiber racing seats, the Daytona style, which gives you those lines in the seat. I love this one, and I see it pretty often. It comes out to a lot of the events. It's always great to see this one. Next to that, we've got a Rosso Corsa F430 Spider, red over tan, silver wheels, classic traditional Ferrari spec. And then next to that, a Rosso Corsa 488 GTB with a satin black roof, the bronze carbon ceramic brake calipers, those are wild, I love those, and this aftermarket carbon fiber spoiler. I'm curious what you guys think of this. You really don't ever see Ferraris with aftermarket pieces, let alone the spoiler. I noticed this right away when it pulled in earlier. I love it, but I feel like some people might not. It's got a red leather interior with diamond stitching. It's just beautiful. Next to that, we've got a white 360 Spider, and what's special about this one is that it has a blue leather interior. How beautiful is that? I could just stare at this all day, but what's more important than that is that it's a manual. Get a good look at that gated shifter. Man, it's just so beautiful. I could hear the clanking of the gears in my head just by looking at it. And then the Pininfarina flag in the middle. Beautiful. And it has leather floor mats with a massive blue prancing horse on them and the Italian flag. You could really tell that the owner takes great care of this car. I mean, all these cars have great owners, and they're all properly taken care of. They're loved, and it's especially true with this one. I mean, it's so clean. Every time I see it, it's clean. Just like the blue one, I see this one quite often. And it's interesting, I think these are stickers Yeah, I'm pretty sure these Scuderia shields are stickers, so it probably came without shields, and then the owner just added those. And then we've got this 1999 Ferrari 355 F1 Spider in blue over tan, blue Tour de France to be specific, just like the color on that 488. I absolutely love this spec. You can never go wrong with blue over tan. So a quick performance stat for you. This car can go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds, which isn't all that impressive by today's standards, but for 1999, that's pretty damn good. And then after that, we've got not one, not two, not three, but four Rosso Corsa 458s. Some are Italias and some are Spiders. So that one's a Spider, these two are Italias. I think this one's an Italia as well. Nope, this one's a Spider. So 2 Spiders, 2 Italias. I know a lot of my followers love Rosso Corsa, so you guys must be in heaven looking at these Ferraris right now. But what's not Rosso Corsa is this 458. This is a Bianco Avis 458 Spider with some Scuderia style vinyl stripes. I've seen this one before. I've seen most of these before several times. This one looks really good. You don't really see 458s with stripes, let alone ones that remind you of the 430 Scuderia, so I'm a big fan of this. And then we've got another Rosso Corsa 458, tan interior, just like most of the others. I think that one has a black interior, but these two have tan, and so does the first one over there. And then we've got John's Lamborghini Murcielago. So yes, this is not a Ferrari, but he's just such good friends with the Ferrari Club America Long Island chapter guys that they let him join these amazing events. And that makes me happy because I'm a Lamborghini girl at heart. Yes, Ferraris are great, but I'm a Lambo girl. And seeing this, no matter how often I see it, is always a thrill. So we ran through every single car on this side of the parking lot. Now let's show the cars in the middle. So starting with that Maserati. Now guys, I don't know much about Maserati, mostly because I'm not too interested in them, but I'm just gonna point out that there's a Maserati here. What I'm much more excited about is this beauty. Ferrari 812 GTS. I believe the owner said it's painted in Rosso Rubino, which is a really rare Ferrari color, but believe it or not, I've actually seen an 812 GTS in this color in Palm Beach in January of this year, so that was a real treat, and it's a treat to see this color again. Paired with a tan leather interior, I wouldn't expect anything less, and this beautiful like wine red stitching in the interior, and the seat belts are wine red as well. Carbon fiber everywhere. Truly stunning builds. You've got like the gray metallic painted wheels, carbon fiber everywhere on the outside, just like on the inside. All of this is carbon. So is this. Unfortunately, it did get a little boo-boo here, cracked and scuffed thanks to a very pesky curb. But hopefully that gets fixed soon because it just hurts to look at. But at least you hardly notice it because it's almost like, actually no, you can notice it. But it's okay because it's still a beautiful car and it shows that the owner drives in. That's all we want, right? White F8 Spider in front of that. Bianco Avis, just like that 458. Gray wheels, yellow calipers, and a black and yellow interior. So you've got black leather and yellow stitching. Again, this one has tons of carbon fiber on the steering wheel, over there, in the center. These guys really know how to spec their cars. I would love to see a stripe on this though. I think that would really complete the look. We've got this stunning Testarossa. I always love seeing these. You don't really see them too often nowadays. I've seen quite a few on Long Island, but not recently, so I'm glad to see this beauty. And then behind the Testarossa, we've got the most powerful car here, the SF90 Stradale. The name SF90 stands for Scuderia Ferrari, and 90 celebrates 90 years of the Scuderia Ferrari F1 racing team. This one is painted in Giallo Modena with the carbon fiber racing seats. But what's interesting is that these are the Daytona seats and they're tan with red accents. So you've got tan, you've got red, you've got black, and you've got yellow. It's a rather interesting spec. It's not my favorite, but I'm always glad to see this car just because of how impressive it is. It makes 986 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly 1,000 horsepower in a production road car. It's just simply amazing when you think about it. So it has a twin turbocharged V8 and 3 electric motors. The electric motors provide an additional additional 217 horsepower on top of the V8's 769 horsepower. And this car has a top speed of 211 miles per hour. Most of these guys have their Ferraris decked out with carbon. It's amazing to see. You've got the carbon side air splitter, and if we come around to the back, now this one doesn't have the Assetto Fiorano package, but I can understand that because that's like $60,000. And there's no carbon diffuser, but that's okay because it has carbon at the front and the side, and that's what you see mostly anyway. Every time I see this car, I'm mind blown by how low down the engine is in this car. They did that to have the lowest possible center of gravity. Everything Ferrari does is performance focused. It's really amazing to see. Before we continue, let's take a break to appreciate this gorgeous Long Island sunset. One of the best parts about living on Long Island is being near the water. You're never too far from the water or from a beach, and you get the best sunsets. I truly love living here. So now let's finish checking out these Ferraris. So we've got this F8 Spider with the plate Spider-Man. So we used to have a 488 Spider before. Now we upgraded to an F8 Spider. Rosso Corsa with a vinyl stripe. It looks gray. Yeah, I think it's gray with a yellow outline. I actually like the stripe. I think this car looks really good with the stripe. It also looks good without it, but personally I like the flare of the stripe. You've got this cute little plush Spider-Man on the dashboard from Ty. That's cute. Another Rosso Corsa 458. I wonder how many times I've said that now, because I feel like I keep repeating myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 6th one, and then there's the 7th over there. So the 6th one, a 328 GTS, a F430 Coupe, the 7th Rosso Corsa 458, a Rosso Corsa 360 Modena. You don't really see these too often anymore. Black wheels, very interesting. I feel like most people would probably want silver wheels, but it's interesting to see them with black. It's a nice change up. Next to a black 458 Italia. So this is the second black 458, the other one being over there. Next to that, black F430 Spider with the plate Ferrari. Gotta love those customized plates. A California, and one of my favorite cars here, a blue Posi 458 Spider with a tan interior. You've got the comfort seats, yellow calipers, such a beautiful spec, and a rare one at that. 562 horsepower from the naturally aspirated 4.5 liter V8 engine. When you step on this car, it sings. I kid you not, it sounds amazing. You really can't get a better sounding car than the Ferrari 458, except for, you know, the Ferrari 812, the Pagani Zonda, and for me, the Lamborghini Aventador. And of course the Lexus LFA. So there's tons of great sounding cars, but what I'm trying to say is that this one is up there. So we finished running through all the cars here in the parking lot at Prime in Huntington. There are 28 cars in total. 2 of them are not Ferraris. One of them is the Maserati, and then the other one is the Lamborghini Murcielago. So there's 26 total Ferraris, 2 off-brand. Now, I want to know which one is your favorite from the bunch. Obviously, you guys already know my favorite is the Murcielago. You just can't beat the sound of that naturally aspirated V12. But another car you can't beat the sound of is this Ferrari. This is my favorite Ferrari here, the 812 GTS, naturally aspirated V12, 789 horsepower, and you can put the top down and get the wind in your hair. And this spec in particular is amazing. So this is definitely my favorite Ferrari, but my favorite car overall, the Mercy. Don't get me wrong though, every car here is impressive and beautiful, and they all have amazing friendly owners. I'm so grateful that these guys let me come check out their cars and join in on their events and get content. They're really an amazing group of guys and girls. So some honorable mentions. The SF90 Stradale, once again 986 horsepower, I just have to mention that. That's easily one of the best cars here. It's not the most beautiful car in my opinion, but like I said, you can't beat the performance of that car. It's like, it's really up there, especially compared to other cars currently on the market. That's up there. And another honorable mention has to be the F8 Spider next to it. I just love the F8. 710 horsepower, same engine as the 488 Pista. It's a bit more comfortable than the Pista though, and the looks are just drop dead gorgeous. Looks like the F8 is trying to back out now. Man, look at the way the blue TDF is shining. See ya.
Bye.
The rest of the Ferraris are starting to leave now. They just got in the 458, and then the Testarossa's pulling out now. Pop-up headlights. That's baller. See ya. See ya. Finally, a little bit of noise. We got some noise from the blue 488 and then from that last 458. It's funny, the second to last 458 that just left made no noise at all. You would have thought the car was electric, but the one after it finally made some noise. So we're left with the 355, another 458, and I can't see what's behind that car, but a few more cars. Man, that sounds good too. I think that's the last car here tonight. So with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.